It's that weird time of year where, how do I explain? You know what? One second. I think the best way to explain it is it's that weird time of year where after this video, I'm gonna go make some coffee, but do I put it in an ice cup or in a regular hot mug? I'm not a fan of it because this morning I wore a sweater and joggers, and if I was to wear that right now, which I'm not, I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and I'm kind of hot in my room right now. But if I open my window for too long, it gets too cold in here. But if it's closed, I'm gonna get hot, and it's just, oh, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. I don't like this time of year. Anyways, roll the intro. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Training Tip Tuesday, and today we got a shoulder one. So to me, shoulders are something that have always been very important to me, but it's kind of ironic that I say that because I usually don't prioritize them in my push day workouts or even in my chest day workouts. But as of recently, I've really been wanting to build my OHP, my overhead shoulder press movement, and as of right now, my goal is to hit 135 on the overhead shoulder press for my max, and I'm kind of close to it, but not exactly there. So today I'm going to walk you guys through what I'm currently doing to build a stronger overhead shoulder press, and maybe it's something you guys want to try too, or maybe just pick along some exercises that I do for shoulders. The reason that I want to build up my overhead shoulder press, it sounds kind of silly, but I just want to be able to press 135 pounds over my head and then back down. I also do want to grow my shoulder a little bit more mass wise, so a stronger shoulder will of course lead to a bigger shoulder. So getting right into it, got to the gym, did my warm up, and then the first exercise that I did for my push day was the overhead shoulder press. Very important that you don't skip your warm up on this one. You don't want to hurt your shoulder, you want to be all nice and loose and just got blood going to your shoulders. Typically when I go heavier, that's when I use the belt. Then after that, get your phone, put your music on max volume because you're dumb like me and I gotta stop putting it on max volume. So after those two things were checked off, I went to the barbell, unracked it, took a step or two back, took a big deep breath, braced myself, braced my core, braced my glutes, and then after that, pushed off. I did 4 sets of 5 reps. I typically keep it low when I'm going heavy. And after that is when I moved into my accessory exercises that I think are gonna help me boost and get a stronger overall overhead shoulder press. So just keeping it slow and controlled, trying not to rock back as I'm doing it. So overall the belt does help, but what really helps the most is keeping your core nice and flexed, keeping your glutes flexed. It'll just help stabilize yourself overall. So after that overhead shoulder press, I moved into an upright row. Now this is the one exercise overall out of all of them in this video that isn't necessarily gonna help boost my OHP, but it's not working against me or anything. It's just that the OHP primarily uses the front and the rear delts and not necessarily the side delt. So I just wanted to make sure I have an exercise in there today that I do utilize that side delt. Did about 3 to 4 sets and 8 reps on this. When I first started doing this exercise, I would feel a lot of shoulder pain, and that's because I wouldn't have the barbell close to my body. I'd have an inch or two in front of you. So if you are like me and you are experiencing pain like this, once I move the barbell close to my body, it's almost like I would drag it up my shirt when I was lifting it. But overall, it is a really good movement for your side delts. So moving on, OHP is a very big front and rear delt exercise. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to do dumbbell shoulder raises or just an actual barbell shoulder raises. So I tried out both, and I ended up liking the barbell shoulder raises more just because I was using both arms at once and I felt more like a unit. But if I was going for that volume, and if you guys are going for that volume, I recommend using dumbbell, maybe going a little higher reps on this. So again, I did barbell front shoulder raises. I did about 3 sets and 8 reps on this, keeping it kind of heavy, but I want to make sure that I'm still stable and I'm not rocking back and forth, because this is an exercise where the weight can easily take you over and you'll be rocking back and forth and not just using your shoulder. So I did about 40-50 pounds on this, nice and controlled, and really tried to focus on just using this front shoulder. After that, I moved over to tricep pushdowns. Now the machine that I used to not like it at all. I just thought it was kind of meh, but I've actually grown to really like this machine. So if you guys do have one of these, I would recommend using the machine over a cable just for like today's purposes of OHP. I did 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps on these, still keeping it heavy, but still keeping it controlled, going in a nice 1 second down, 1 second up. As you guys can imagine, OHP uses triceps as well as the bench does. So if you're going for that stronger OHP or a stronger bench, recommend using that exercise as well. After I wrapped up that exercise, I moved over to face pulls. Face pulls, of course, works that rear delts. So did this for about 4 sets of 10 reps. I usually go a little higher on these because I mostly go for that volume when I do this exercise. But again, for today's purposes, kept it kind of low, trying to get those rear delts stronger because they do play a big part in getting stronger OHP. Still, in the meantime, keeping the weight nice and controlled, not going crazy on this. But overall, that sums up the exercises. So OHP was the exercise itself that we're trying to get stronger. And then we did front shoulder raises, which works the front. Then we did triceps, and then we did the rear delt flies. So we really made sure we hit everything that OHP utilizes when you lift it. Or I mean when you push the bar, technically. I know today really wasn't so much of a trainer tip as it was just kind of doing what I'm doing. I'm just giving you guys the tips that I'm going to follow myself, as I normally do follow every other tip that I give you guys. If you're like me and you're trying to focus on your shoulder strength, overall shoulder development, something that I've kind of been not necessarily neglecting, but not prioritizing, which I should be, then give today's workout routine a shot. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching these videos. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, send it to your buddy, do it with your workout partner, do whatever you want to do. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you next Tuesday.